The 6 litre foam fire extinguisher is one of the most popular fire extinguishers that we sell. And please forgive me if I say that on lots of the products, but we do sell lots of them and I do get a bit overexcited. Anyway, I like these. By the way, it's also known as a 6 litre AFFF, pronounced AFFF, which stands for Aqueous Film Forming Foam fire extinguisher. Just easier to say foam. In the old days they had chemical foam, which was made of old animal parts and not very good for vegetarians, but you're not supposed to eat it. By the way, for those of you doing this on YouTube and spraying, please don't spray this in people's faces. It's not very nice. And it is made of chemical type stuff. It won't kill you, but it's not fun for YouTube, for the person being sprayed. Anyway, everyone comes with this lovely, pretty gauge. As long as the needle is anywhere in the green, it's great. It has cream colour at the top to tell you it is foam, which means it is good for Class A and Class B fires. What are those, John? Just wait, I'm going to tell you. Class A is wood, paper, cardboard, material, curtains, furniture, stuff like that. Class B is flammable liquids, petrol, paraffin, stuff, other flammable liquids. I can't think of anything. Anything you can set on fire that's made of liquid, except kitchens, deep fat fires. Right, foam should not be used. In fact, no extinguisher other than a wet chemical, which is shown by a canary yellow band here. Wet chemical is the only one to use on fat fires other than a fire blanket. Please remember that. Anyway, to use one of these, they all have a simple anti-tamper seal that will break when you pull this safety pin out. Pull the safety pin out. That breaks to show you it has been used. That should always be in place otherwise. Pull the hose out. Point at the fire. Squeeze the levers. Sweep from side to side, moving forward as long as it is safe to do so. Fire extinguishers are for first aid, not for heroes, okay? For small fires. Now, this is so popular because it has a special spray nozzle. Can you hear it's got little bits inside? When it sprays through this, it aerates, it mixes air with the foam, because otherwise this is like washing up liquid. It is just water with an additive. And once it mixes with the air, does what happens when you put your fingers in washing up liquid and make bubbles. It creates the foam. Clever, eh? But that aeration and the mixing atomizes it, and that makes it safe to use accidentally on electrical equipment. So in an office, for example, electrical equipment, computers everywhere, if you spray one of these on a waste paper bin fire, if you accidentally fire it at a computer, it will not electrocute you. However, very important to say, these are not for electrical fires. You should have a CO2 extinguisher sitting next to one of these. So one of the most popular combinations we get, 6 litre foam, 2 kilogram CO2, job done, bish bosh, covers you for about 2,000 square foot, 200 square metres in any premises on any floor, because that covers pretty much any type of fire. And that's why these, plus the fact that they are 2/3 the weight of a 9 litre water, that's why these are more popular often than the water extinguishers. Now I'm going to quickly show you what you get in a box, because I know you like that bit. Anyway, I like it, so I'm going to show you anyway. These are very thoroughly made in the Thomas Glover UTC Chubb Fire Gloria factory. They actually call it CCS. Can't remember, combined something, security, something. Part of the UTC group, they make Sikorsky helicopters, Otis lifts, Pratt & Whitney engines for jets, and Chubb fire extinguishers. Chubb fire extinguishers, by the way, use the same body, just a different head, same hose, same base, everything else, same material. You're going to get a hose in one of these. You're going to get a fire extinguisher. And yes, you will have to screw that together. The plastic bag is just simply to stop it rubbing on the inside of the box. You're going to get a certificate of conformity, giving you all the certification, all the information, installation, best practice, etc. on the back. Please read it. It's very helpful, and please stick it away in your fire safety logbook files. You're going to get a bracket. Now this tends to be tucked on this end of the cardboard like that, so please don't miss it, because that's for fixing it on the wall. Let's get rid of that. 2 screws. Make it so that the handles be about hip height or about 1 metre from the ground. Just sits in it like that. That will fit pretty much any UK fire extinguisher except a CO2. Then, grab this, thread on the end, stick it in that bit there, screw it up, hose in there, adjustable spanner, just nip it up tight. That is virtually ready to go. What's it missing, John? It's missing a commissioning service from a competent, qualified fire extinguisher service technician or engineer who you should have come along to commission it. It will be required. It is in the British Standard in 5306. It will be required by your insurers. You wouldn't want to have a fire and that's the way they get out of it. The commissioning engineer can do this job for you, but he or she, although there aren't many, there's only a couple of females that do this, I think. Don't know why. But they will tell you if it's in the right place, if it's the right type, if you've got all the signs that go with it, other bits and pieces, if it's met your fire risk assessment. Anyway, to find out everything about that, to find out commissioning, servicing, because it will need an annual service, and the price, and to buy one, because we like that, just click on the link at the end of the video.